ジェシカ、ベアトリーチェの話ってのは、俺の認識では森に子供たちが迷い込まないようにってんで作った大人の脅し話だってことになってんだが、この屋敷じゃ違うのか？
Alright guys, welcome back to some more Umineko when they cry. So, last time we left off on a whole discussion about children wanting to be individual people and how that could positively affect them and how it can also negatively affect them. And related that to ourselves and Battler. From when, you know, from when he was younger and when we were younger and all that. And use that as a vague explanation as to why Maria's acting the way she has been. Now, I'm not fully with that theory. I don't think. I think there's more to Maria going on than just her breaking out of her shell, as George said it, and wanted to be, you know, you know, this dual personality she has is just a consequence of her growing period. I don't think so. But more than that, more importantly than that, last time George knew about the witch being 1,000 years old. Now that is something I'm wondering about. George is sus. I've said it since the beginning of this visual novel. George is very sus. I mean, him being extremely sad over Shannon's death and after giving her the ring and everything made me less sus of him. But now I'm back to being sus of him again. Because how? I mean, just even more than before. Because how the hell did he know the witch is 1,000 years old? He was talking about how Maria projects herself into the person she ideally wants to be, aka a witch, and as 1,000-year-old witch, so Maria would be 1,009 years old. How did he know Beatrice is 1,000 years old? Well, he just picked a random number. Oh, okay, 1,000. Yeah, the witch is 1,000 years old. Oh, nah, man. George is sus. How did he know that? George is sus. So, yeah. That's basically what happened last part. And yeah. I mean, we had a little talk with Mario, to be fair, at the beginning. But that's not really that. I mean, that just finished off what happened last part. It's just Battler going like, haha, I tossed my charm somewhere. But still don't know if he was bluffing there or not. I'm guessing he wasn't at this point. But he might have been. But yeah, and we finished talking with Maria, came back to the parlor, and here we are. Let's keep the discussion going. And let's see what Jessica has to say about the witch story being different here in the mansion than the story that was originally told to the kids. Well, yeah, to keep the kids too scared to enter the forest. Now, I'm happy Battler is doing this because he's asking about the witch from different perspectives. He's asking about the story of the witch from the servant's perspective, from Maria's perspective, and now from Jessica's perspective, who's, a resident of the island. That is smart by Battler. Seeing everyone's perspective on the witch. That could get him closer to some clues here, and I'm really happy Battler is asking these questions. I don't know if Battler's thought that far, but I do think it's smart that he's asking these sort of questions. Like, okay, it was a story made by adults to keep kids too scared to enter the forest, but it could be more than that. Is it different here in the mansion? Let's see what she has to say.
私もバトラと同じ意見だぜ。
I'm with you on this.
こんなのは子供に言うことを聞かせるために親が作った間抜けな階段だと思ってる。
Okay.
でも、そうだと口にはできない空気が屋敷内にあることは否めないな。
おじい様がベアトリーチェは存在すると公言されているからね。使用人たちは立場上それを疑えないし。
Right.
クラウスおじさんたちもおじい様と喧嘩がしたいわけもないから表向きは口を揃えてる。
Up until Jessica's father found a piece of the gold and then told Jessica's mother about it and literally showed her. That's when, on the surface, things may be different than what they actually may seem. George, you're still sus, mate. Jessica's mother and father didn't want him to get into a fight with him either. Sure. But that's an interesting perspective that George is bringing up, that the servants can't doubt that. But, and I see what he means by that. But, from the way I saw it, the servants didn't believe in Beatrice because they can't doubt what the grandfather is saying. The servants believed in the witch because they actually believed in the witch. To me, that did not seem like the servants were just going along with what grandfather is saying because they can't go against him. Nah, to me that actually seemed like something they truly believed in. That's how I see it. But let's keep on going.
だから多分このお屋敷ではベアトリーチェの存在を疑うことはある種のタブーだと思うんだよ。年に一度しか来ない僕たちと違ってね。そうでしょ。
I'm gonna come here once a year. Jessica puffed out air in admiration. It looked like Aniki had guessed right.
ジョージ兄さんの言う通りだぜ。みんな腹の中じゃ信じてるわけじゃない。でも表向きはその存在を認めてる。ほら、神様の存在を認めるようなそんな雰囲気だよ。
Sure.
実際にはいないことを知ってても、それを口に出して否定したら野暮みたいな空気だな。
Yeah, but there's obviously some people who truly do believe it, and regardless of whatever your beliefs are, I think you should, I'm gonna, just the same thing with astrology, with gods, with witches. If you believe in that, that's fine. As long as it doesn't harm others, of course. It's just something you believe in, something you preach. That's fine with me. Do your thing. I'm a total believer of do your thing, So, astrology, gods, whatever it is, witches, yeah, even witches, go ahead. But don't start a freaking cult where you tell your members that we have to do terrorist attacks. That's where I go too far. You're harming others directly there. We know those kinds of cults have existed. We know. That's too far. Believing in witches is one thing, that's fine. Doing terrorist attacks because this witch told you to is a whole different thing. That's at that point, like, I want to question your beliefs because you're harming others, and doesn't sit right with me. Okay.
使用人たちの間ではどういうことになってんだ？
Ooh, good question, Battler. Because Battler literally asked him about it. Now he's smart. Battler's thinking smart. These questions of Battler are good. They're good questions. Because now he's seeing everyone's perspective without telling them, oh yeah, I talked with the servants and this is what they thought. No, he's asking them, well, how do you think the servants feel? Without telling them his own experiences with it. Smart. Oh man, that's smart.
やっぱり雇い主のじい様がいるって言ってんだから、それに口調を合わせてるわけか？
Clever. That's a clever way to put it, Battler. I'm with you on this. I'm with you.
さあ、詳しくはわからないけど、使用人たちの間ではベアトリーチェの話はある種の怪談扱いになってるよ。
Like a ghost story.
ほら、昨日海岸でシャノンが話してくれたろ。夜見回りをしているとき、不気味な何かを見かけたとか、そういう話。
Yeah, she did say that, and she literally did see that, and I saw that, and just like Battler says, I believe things when I see it, and I saw a flickering butterfly. Whether that was Beatrice or not, I don't know, but I saw that flickering butterfly, that's for sure. Unless the visual novel is trying to fake me out. I saw that. I also saw the gold ingot. Okay? You see what I mean? I may not have seen Beatrice give him Maria the umbrella, but you know what I saw? I saw the gold ingot, I saw the flickering butterfly, I saw the bloody doorknob, and we saw the bodies. Okay? You cannot deny things we've seen. We can deny, witches and all that, but I cannot deny what I saw. Okay? Just like Battler says. And I've seen more than Battler has seen. That's why I'm saying all this. She had said something like that, hadn't she? Back then, I didn't give it much thought, assuming she was just going along with the displeased Maria. But now that I think about it, she did say that, and completely seriously. That's right. She definitely said it. She definitely said the same kind of thing that Genji-san and the rest had all unanimously declared back in the kitchen.
他にも鬼火や輝く蝶々が舞っているのを見たという使用人も
Yes, glittering butterflies. I saw that. We saw those. Those exist. Whether it's Beatrice or not, those exist in the mansion at night. 100% fact. The gold exists. We saw the ingot. I believe my eyes personally. I did not hallucinate when I'm telling y'all I saw it.
カノン君もそれらしいものを以前夜の見回りの時に見たことがあると言ってました。
Canon, so Canon saw it. Okay.
あと最近ではお屋敷の中で深夜に不思議な足音をよく聞くと使用人の間で話題です。
See, those I haven't heard. The strange footsteps I still haven't heard, but I can't believe it. Strange footsteps.
私たちは肖像画の中のベアトリーチェ様が姿を消してお屋敷の中を散歩しているんだろうとささやき合ってるんですよ。ずいぶん前ですが私もそうかもしれない足音を夜の見回りの時に聞いたことがあります。
Okay, there it is. That's right. She definitely said that. Exactly the same thing that I'd been told just now.
でも怯えることはないんですよ。
There's clearly something to be afraid of because you died after saying all this, Shannon. Shannon. You died after saying all this, Shannon.
ベアトリーチェ様は親方様とは異なるもう一人のお屋敷の主です。だから変に怯えたりしないで敬意を持っていれば決して悪いことはしないのだそうです。
She won't do anything bad, okay? So you're telling me that you didn't respect her and didn't act oddly afraid, Shannon, when you died? You just saw the glittering butterfly and Beatrice got you for that. That's the odds of the roulette. Unlucky, Shannon. Nah, there's more to it than that, isn't there, Shannon? It can't just be because you acted oddly afraid or you didn't respect her. There's gotta be more than that. Come on now.
ただし敬意を持たないと恐ろしいんだったね。
Fearsome if you don't respect her. Again, when did Shannon not respect her? She did not deserve to die.
はい。私が勤めを始める直前に階段を転がり落ちて腰に大怪我をして辞めた方は
Right, I remember the story.
ベアトリーチェ様のことを悪く言っていたそうです。だから使用人たちはベアトリーチェ様のお怒りに触れたのだろうと噂し合ったそうです。
敬わないとお怒りに触れて怪我をする。つまり使用人たちにとってベアトリーチェって存在はお稲荷さんにいたずらしたらお狐様のたたりがあるってくらいには信憑性があるわけだ。
It's just described as the story that if you pull pranks on Inari-san, you'll be cursed by the kitsune. Okay, they're both queens, so we can look them up. We can look what these two are in a second. Let's look at what Inari-san is. Tips. Grimoire. Here we go. Inari and the kitsune. Alright. Inari is the Shinto god of foxes, agriculture, fertility, rice, tea, and sake, and is one of the most revered and major of the Shinto gods. Inari. Oh wait, Inari. Right, foxes. Right. Persona 5 Royal. Persona 5. What's his name? Fox. Yusuke. He was Inari. Or well, at least what's her name? Futaba called him Inari all the time. I remember now. Yeah, I was like, I've heard of Inari before, but from where? Right. Persona. He was a fox, yes. He's had like a whole fox mask and he looked like a fox. So he's the god of foxes, okay? Inari is depicted differently by time and place, and maybe male, female, or even a plurality of gods. Okay. Over a third of Japan's Shinto shrines are dedicated to Inari and feature torii and statues of kitsune. You're saying torii? Wait a minute. We've had torii before in the Umineko too. At the very beginning of the visual novel, we saw the torii gate thingy. I remember seeing that. Does that have any relevancy to this, or am I just speaking? Well, nothing. 'Cause the whole torii gate. Oh yeah, how it disappeared or how it didn't exist anymore. Is that a detail I should remember about how they like? Maybe it was like torn. Like they said it was like torn down along with the cliff or something. But there was a torii gate that Battle remembered seeing 6 years ago that isn't there anymore. We'll probably see. Yeah, here we go. Torii. See that? It's up here. We were talking about this. But okay. Dedicated and feature torii and statues of kitsune. The kitsune are white foxes that are Inari's benevolent messengers, but they can be malicious and bring about grave disasters. Right. So if you joke about Inari, these kitsune, these white foxes, these messengers, bring about grave disasters. Okay. So that's the reference Battler's going for here. It's just as credible as the story that if you pull pranks on Inari's son, you will be cursed by the kitsune. Got it. Of course, even though everyone accepts that curses and the like don't exist in the modern era, people are still afraid and still have a little respect for them. You see it a lot even in residential areas, such as when someone is building a house and they call a Shinto priest for a ceremony to honor the god of that plot of land. Interesting. Interesting. You might think that's just a big waste of time and money, but the workers say that a big accident will occur if they don't do it. So they apparently never neglect the procedure. Okay. You also hear about how if an Inari shrine is carelessly removed during a town replanning, Inari shrine being removed, does that have any relevance to the torii gate being removed in Rokkenjima, where we're at right now? If an Inari shrine is carelessly removed during a town replanning, there would be a curse by Kitsune-sama, the white foxes. Okay. I think I might have read somewhere that when the occupying forces were trying to expand an airport and had to remove an Inari-san that was in the way, all of the workers were suddenly taken out by some mysterious fever. Okay. Occupying forces, are they talking about World War II here? Because this is 1986, so World War II wasn't as long ago as it is now in the modern day, when I'm recording this. World War II is now like, in not too long, World War II will have happened 100 years ago. Well, we're not quite at that stage yet, it's more like 80 years ago, but you get the point. But, at the time, World War II was only 40 years ago, right? It wasn't that long ago. It was only like 2 generations ago, so... Anyway, the occupying forces, so maybe Americans, something like that, Russians or something. I don't really know. Expanded an airport and had to remove an airport. Okay. Even in modern cities like Tokyo, it isn't rare to see modern buildings packed all around an old Inari shrine, leaving the shrine itself untouched. And this isn't limited to Japan. It's probably similar to how people baptize babies. Ooh, okay. If I remember correctly, by the Christian doctrine, unbaptized souls, though their sin is the lightest, still fulfill the conditions for going to hell. Putting water on a child's forehead doesn't do anything but make them cry. Right, but it affects them in Christianity. But if a parent can prevent their child from going to hell with just that little effort, they will happily go through with that ceremony. Right. Parents have done some stupid stuff in the past though, to stop their kids from going to hell. If you're talking historically. So there's that. In short, even in this modern society of reason, of course, I'm not saying. By the way, before hopefully I haven't offended anyone by saying that. I'm not saying baptizing is stupid. Putting one on a baby's forehead. Yeah, do what you. That's fine. I mean, like, you know, they've done things that could harm the baby, and I don't see how potentially harming the baby could help him not go through hell. I don't know what type of religion supports that, you know, actually harming the baby or harming yourself or anything like that. But again, I'm not here to go after any religion, so I hope nobody's been offended by that, by me saying that. But yeah, okay. In short, even in this modern society of reason, we are still unable to throw away every trace of belief and fear. Right, modern society of fear, of course, after the Enlightenment era of the 18th century, 18th, 19th century, Enlightenment, along with the Industrial Revolution. You could say that it's a passive acceptance of the supernatural. Maybe the only difference on this island was that Beatrice was the name that was respected here.
じゃあつまりこの島でとても人間技とは思えない何かが起こればそれはベアトリーチェの仕業だとなるわけか。
Like how Maria got her umbrella. Like how the 6 people died in the storehouse, all in the same night. Like how we saw a glittering butterfly in the mansion. Like how we hear footsteps at night in the mansion. The invisible Beatrice. I see.
シャノンちゃんも言ってた気がするな。
Talking about it?
ちゃんと閉めたはずの窓や扉や鍵がもう一度見回りに来たら開いていたとか、消したはずの明かりがついていたり、つけたはずの明かりが消えていたりとか。
She did say that.
んで、確かジェシカは朝出かけようとしたらカバンが見つからないのもベアトリーチェの仕業だってふざけてたんだよな。
よく覚えてるな。
That is actually a good memory, yeah.
普通なら妖精さんが隠したとでも言うところが、この島ではベアトリーチェがになるってだけの話だぜ。ま、そんなくだらない話さ。
You think it's stupid? Okay.
このお屋敷も築30年くらいになるそうだからね。
It's time for about 30 years.
それだけになれば多少の怪談やオカルトは生まれてくるものだよ。学校の七不思議なんかのようにね。
The 7 mysteries at a school? I've never heard of that. What are those? 7 mysteries at a school? Mysteries.
そこで
So here.
チェス盤をひっくり返すぜ。
Oh! It's time to flip the chessboard. Pa. Jessica and George have no idea what you're talking about. I don't think they do. Have they heard Kirya's entire talk about flipping over the chessboard? It's time, Battler. It's time. Step mom helping time. Flip the chessboard. Let's go. Huh? Flip the chessboard? What? You can do that? Yes. This is how you solve everything.
つまりこの島では人間にはできないことはベアトリーチェの仕業と置き換えることができるルールがあるってわけだ。人間にはできないこと。人間は何人だ？
18?
18人だ。
Correct. There's 18 humans. So anything that humans can't do, Beatrice did it.
つまり犯人はこの島のルールにのっとってこの事件は魔女の仕業だとアピールしてることになる。つまりそれは19人目の仕業ですよと訴えたくて仕方がないわけだ。
Maybe?
気に入らねえぜ。
I don't like it.
全然気に入らね
気に入らないって何がだよ。
And I guess Battler's saying that this culprit is trying to use Maria's coming of age, or individuality thing during her growing period as a way to help the culprit spread the idea that Beatrice actually exists and that she's the one doing the killings. Is that what the flip in the chessboard has given you there, Battler?
え。仮に不可視の19人目が存在してそいつが自分の存在をアピールしたいなら、 俺ならもっと完璧なタイミングでやるぜ。
More perfect timing?
完璧なタイミングでってのはどういう意味だい？
ああ。だって事件は深夜から未明にかけて起こったろ。
Right.
深夜まで話し合いをしてたり夜勤をしてたり、あるいは部屋に帰って寝ていたり。
Some people had the night shift, so I guess the servants. Some people return to their rooms and are sleeping. Like us. We returned to our rooms by then. Ish.
どいつもこいつもアリバイがあやふやで十分内部犯行が疑える段階だ。ジョージの兄貴もエヴァおばさんに聞かされてるんだろ。内部犯行の可能性が高いって話。
It's a good chance that one of us is the culprit. I mean, yeah.
まあね。
I guess.
つまり不可視の19人目が実在したなら最初の事件は自分のアピールに失敗してるんだ。
Complete failure. Okay. Why do you say that now? Why do you say it wasn't perfect timing? When is the perfect timing then?
あ、いや、そもそも時間帯がミステイクだ。
Mistake.
不可視の19人目をアピールするためには死んだ6人以外の12人が全員白であることが確定している状況下で行われなければならない。
I see. And when are those conditions? I see what you mean. But, But everyone had an alibi.
疑わしい人間がゼロにならなきゃ自分の存在をアピールできないんだよ。だから全員のアリバイが一番あやふやになる深夜の時間帯は19人目にとって自分が一番あやふやになる時間帯でもある。にもかかわらずその時間を選んで犯行に及んだ。
This is true.
そんな時間に犯行を起こせば18人の誰かが疑われるのは明白。にもかかわらずマリアに手紙を渡して魔女を名乗り誰もが自分でないと否定している。
つまりベアトリーチェという19人目がいるように見せかけたい人間が18人の中にいるとこう言いたいのかよ。なんだかぶっ飛んだ発想だな。まだおふくろの屋敷の外に不審者が潜んでいるって話の方が信憑性があるってもんだぜ。まさかバトラーはこの客間の中に犯人がいると疑っているのかよ。
ああ、何者かが俺たちにベアトリーチェが存在すると認めさせそうさ。昨べのあの手紙からもう事件は始まっていたんだ。証拠も根拠も何もねえけどな。 チェス盤を逆さにした限りじゃ、俺の見立てはこんなところだ。
This is my best guess.
飛びまくってるにも程があるぜ。妙な推理小説の読みすぎじゃねえのかよ。
He has been reading Higurashi.
でも無視できない着眼点もあるね。
Yeah, that's something I agree with George on. Even though he's sus, but I do agree with him on. We can't really ignore.
19人目がいるかいないかは別にしても、その犯人は確実にこの島のルールにのっとって何かを仕掛けてきている。
And based on this whole Beatrice stuff. Yeah.
僕はね、今バトラ君の話を聞いていて、少しだけ気持ち悪いことを思い出してたんだよ。
A little disturbing.
気持ち悪いことって？
覚えてるかい？
The letter?
ベアトリーチェの手紙。
Okay.
ベアトリーチェは利子の回収を行うと言っていたね。
Yeah.
そして利子とは後ろ宮家のすべてだと言った。
Right. So what? Jessica and I thought back on what Maria had read aloud the previous night.
言ってたぜ。確かに言ってた。そして利子の回収をこれから行うが、黄金の謎を解いたらその権利を失うとも言ってたよな。
The riddle of gold could be solved.
おじい様は黄金を授かり、後ろ宮家を再興した。つまり黄金を資本に生み出したものすべてが利子だってベアトリーチェは言っている。つまり
Everything he birthed from that gold counts as interest. So the mansion and us, the servants, everyone, right? Everything he birthed from that gold isn't just everything, you know, the mansion and everything he built upon himself. Birth can also be literally birthed. With our grandmother, he gave birth to all his children, the 4 of them, and gave birth to his grandchildren, the 4 of us. We can take this as a word literally too, birthed.
冗談きついぜ兄貴。まさか後ろ宮家のすべて、つまりじい様が生み出したものすべてってことは、じい様から血を分けた一族のことを指すってのかよ。
That does seem to be a quick conclusion one could run up with.
あの手紙をそう読み解いたなら、
But also remember the servants are involved too. It's not just us. The servants, the mansion, all of his money, everything he gained.
この殺人はベアトリーチェが行った正当な利子の回収ということになる。となればこの事件はまだ続くよ。利子の回収はまだ途中なんだからね。
Halfway. Halfway, you say 4 died, but there's 6 left. If you're talking direct family members, there's 6 left. Right, 4 direct family members died. Well, other than Kyrie. You had Cross, Rosa, Rudolph. 3 siblings, and then 1 Kyrie, who's the wife of one of the siblings. That's 4. Okay, fine, she doesn't share blood. So who else is directly related? Other than those 3, we have George, Maria, Jessica, Eva, George, Maria, Jessica, Eva, and Battler, me. That's 5. Beatrice has killed 3. She's less than halfway complete. And if you count the servants, she's still not even close to halfway complete. So that doesn't make sense either fully. But okay. George turned around, looking over the parlor. There were still many people who held the name Ushiromiya. And we knew that, since Gora-san and Shannon-chan had been killed, not even the servants who didn't bear the name Ushiromiya would be spared. Correct.
私たち全員を殺すつもりかよ。
I think let's not jump the gun here. You know what else maybe not the letter, but the epitaph said? It said that we were all gonna be revived. What about that? I'm still holding on to my copium that Rosa's gonna come back. Hopefully. Hopefully the witch revives her or something.
でもおかしいよジョージ兄さん。ならどうして6人だけ？他に大勢殺せたはず。下手をすれば寝込みを襲って全員を一晩で殺すことも可能だったはず。どうしてそれをしなかったの？
Yeah. Good point. Jessica's bringing up a good point.
特別条項だよ。黄金の謎を暴く者が現れたら李氏の権利は失われる。そして手紙の最後にはこう結ばれていたはずだよ。
Right. It's a battle of wits. The witch wants this to be a game. She wants to leave some of us alive to try and figure out the riddle, to try and figure out the gold. That's the whole point. That all this is a game. I see.
おじい様の黄金の謎をみんなで解いてみろとね。
Good luck on this battle of wits, she said. For everyone to try to solve the riddle of grandfather's gold.
ジーザス
Jesus.
ようやく犯人のメッセージが分かってきたじゃねえか。つまり犯人は俺たちにじい様のあの碑文の謎を解いてみやがると言ってるわけだ。しかもぼやぼやしてればどんどん李氏の回収を進めちまうつもりだ。
Right. So they're warning us that we can't really just sit here and wait until next morning and for a boat to arrive and hope that police is gonna help us out with the investigation. Now, we actually gotta work to solve the riddle if we don't wanna be killed or if we don't wanna get caught. And whoever this murderer is, we know they're skilled. They're skilled enough to take down a bunch more of us. Unless we do something about it. So, there's that. I realized that this was all based on several crazy guesses. This is true. That's also true. But not everything that happens in this world is joined together in a perfect line. Also true. Most unknown phenomena are nothing but individual points. By joining them together into lines, we deepen our understanding. The closer together the points at the ends of those lines are, the more logical it is and the easier to understand. And the farther away they are, the more it lacks those qualities. That is why we use a distance analogy and call such theories way out there. However, if you can only join up to a small limited distance away, we call it having a limited imagination. Is imagination different from reasoning? Was I just trying to force everything that I knew about the case to fit my simple imagination? Interesting. No, that's not it. When you're searching around with your hands in the dark, that search is imagination. Only imagination can find the 2 points you should connect together. Reasoning is nothing more than the action of drawing the line between them. I see. The action of drawing the line. Okay. If you can't imagine, you can't reason. What I was doing might be out there, but it shouldn't be wrong either. Only the power of imagination can pull out a clue from the darkness. And the power of reasoning ties those clues together. It's a lot like the process of searching out an enemy's weak spot and striking. It's alright if it's crazy. Find the weak point first. Then we can think about how to strike. One more thing that Kiria mentioned is that when you're backed up into a corner, when you're closest to the feet, that's when you'll be able to find a weak point. That's when the opponent is the most vulnerable. When it's like in a huge pressure spot. Now's the time to find the points that we could tie together later. Okay. I see. And we made a lot of different points here, so. Okay, flower garden. What's happening out here? Oh, back to the parlor, I guess? Where are we going? For the time being, I put aside whether the 19th person exists, and announced this theory that the goal of the culprit might have been to make us solve the riddle of the epitaph. Uncle Hideyoshi looked like he was really interested, but Aunt Natsu thought it was ridiculous. Yep, that is actually the reaction expected from both of them. Yeah.
確かにそう考えるとあの怪しい手紙も納得がいくっていうもんやその動機はなかなかええ線をいっとると思うでマリアちゃんに手紙を渡したのが誰かはさておきな
And also who gave Maria the umbrella, which I assume is just the same person, right? Yeah, okay. Shut up, Maria. It's not your time to talk now. Even though she was puffing up her cheeks in that cute way she had been doing since yesterday, I couldn't think of it as cute. If I took it lightly, it might suddenly transform into a creepy laugh.
隠し黄門など存在しません。
Oh! Oh! Interesting! Okay. Okay! Okay! That is spicy. That is spicy. Natsu is denying to everyone that the hidden gold doesn't exist when she knows for a fact that it exists. Because she's seen it with her own eyes. She knows the gold exists. Whether or not she believes in the witch or not. Doesn't matter. She knows the gold exists. She knows. She's just telling everyone it doesn't exist. What's her goal? Why is she saying that? I wonder why she's trying to make them think that the gold doesn't exist.
ですが、その存在を妄信する犯人がお父様の黄金を目当てで、それを私たちに解かせて横領を企んでいるという動機は、なるほどと頷けるものがあります。
Interesting. So maybe maybe Natsu's trying to make them think that she doesn't feel like the hidden gold doesn't exist, right? She's trying to make them trying to make us think that, oh yeah, she definitely doesn't know what the hidden gold is. But she's still trying to go along with this theory that, oh yeah, it makes sense because she knows it exists and she knows if we all think this way, we might get somewhere. Another thing I want to mention is Cross also denied that the hidden gold existed, even though he knew all along that it existed. That's another thing. Cross knew for a fact the gold existed because he found one of the ingots because he was searching really hard for it. So he knows the gold is somewhere, but he denied it to everyone. So, to me, what that tells me, when I flip the chessboard, thanks Battler, and especially thanks to Ikaria, for helping me flip the chessboard. When I flip the chessboard and think from Natsu's perspective, I get that if I deny the hidden gold's existence, well, no. What I'm trying to say is that means that I feel like if I, flipping the chessboard here, I'm Natsu. I know, but like I have a feeling that the culprit is one of us 18. Whether it was about this business discussion or not, the culprit is one of us 18. If I'm Natsu, probably. But I'm gonna tell them that I think there's a person outside the mansion that is the culprit, even though I know the gold exists. So the letter is sus either way. And I'm gonna deny that the gold exists, even though I know the gold exists. Which means to me, yeah, Natsu probably suspects one of us 18, but she's trying to make it seem as she doesn't suspect one of us 18, and she doesn't believe in the gold. Probably because if she suspects that one of us 18 is the culprit, she's probably making it so that the culprit, if she believes it is one of us 18, then the culprit wouldn't know that Natsu's suspecting him or her. Let's keep going for now. Maybe we'll get more. But okay, I'm interested now that she said that the hidden gold doesn't exist, even though she knows it exists, and we know that she knows that it exists. All right. However, the idea that we have a culprit who foolishly believes otherwise, wants father's goals, and whose motive is to make us solve the riddle and then steal the gold from us, does indeed make some sense.
しかし、ならばなぜ後宮家の主要な人物ばかりを最初に殺したのです？
Well, other than Eva. If they wanted to kill those who are most highly ranked, they would have killed everyone except for Rosa, which means my girl Rosa would have been alive, and I would have been so happy. That would have been so much better with me. I would have been it would have been so much more happy if they had taken Eva and left Rosa alive. God damn it. Man. Right. That's true. They didn't kill any of the siblings. They didn't kill any of us young people. They only killed these older, members of the family, ignoring the servants right now.
謎を解かせるなら金蔵さんに近しい人物を先に殺すことは得策ではないはずです。
そうね。
Maybe to make the riddle harder to solve?
それにその論法で行くんだったら最初にお父様を脅迫した方が早くない？私たちに謎を解かせるよりも本人に答えを聞いた方が早いはずよ。
That's actually a very good point. Yeah. Grandfather was the one that wrote the epitaph to begin with. So, unless someone took over his body to write it, Grandfather already knows the solution to the riddle. Surely. Yeah. He wrote it. He must know the solution. Because he must know where the gold is. Bizarre. That is bizarre. If all that argument would have been quicker to... Yeah.
確かにその通りや。
That is a good point. Yeah, yeah. She brings up a good point there. Damn, we need the adults to help us out here, because they give us some good... They're pretty clever. Guess what? They're adults.
もっともお父さんが並大抵の脅迫で口を割るとは思えんが。
Right, but that's another thing. Yeah, right. That's the thing. What? Yeah. Now I think about it. Now that makes sense. Because Kinzo, imagine you're Kinzo. You've got a fat stacks of gold and money. Why would you let it be possible for someone to threaten the gold out of you? Surely you'd have countermeasures to make sure, yeah, okay, there's no way someone's gonna be able to threaten gold of me. So maybe the culprit had thought that far already and been like, yeah, threatening him won't work. Because obviously it wouldn't work because he's got safety measures. So I'd rather do this and have them solve the riddle because they're family members of Kinzo. So maybe they'll know his thinking better than I do, and let's have them solve it. That makes sense. To be fair, I don't think Father will let it slip from any other ordinary threat. Exactly. But at the same time, Eva does bring up a good point still.
金蔵さんをよく知る方なら、金蔵さんが並大抵の脅しには屈しないことをよく存じているでしょう。
Exactly.
これだけの財産を持つ後宮家を背負われる方です。今日までさまざまな攻撃や脅迫にさらされてきました。
Yep.
それらすべてに打ち勝ってきたからこそ今日の繁栄があるのです。
Look at her smiling. She still thinks great of Kinzo. After that talk he had with her really changed her mood and her confidence. I'm glad that changed her. I feel like now she also has like I don't know, she's more confident in like not just herself but in the way she can handle the situation. And as we can see now, but by her denying that the hidden gold exists and all that. He has been exposed to many threats and attacks in the past. And your daughter even agrees with you. See that?
うちのじいさまが脅されて何かに従うなんてちょっと想像もつかないぜ。
Let's go. Yeah.
ジェシカ、言葉遣いがはしたないです。
Come on! She was agreeing with you. This was gonna be some great mother-daughter agreeing with each other time, but you go after her. Get out! Come on, Nazi. Come on now.
はい。
Alright, fine.
ならこういう発想はどうだ。
What about this one? Bro, Battler! The fact that both his dad, stepmom, and his biological mom who died over 6 years ago, but he's still doing all this. He's still out here like, yes! It's impressive. He's still holding down his emotional fort. I respect that so much. That is actually really impressive if you think about it. Especially considering his age. Like, I would not blame him if it was just broken down right now. Because if you think about it, George has both of his parents. Of course, yeah, his fiance died. But yeah, I mean, freaking Jessica still has her mom. I mean, yeah, her dad died, but she still has her mom. And she just, got on good terms with her mom, and she's still alive and well. That's great deal for Jessica. Battler, his biological mom died over 6 years ago, right? His father betrayed him. Well, he thinks his father betrayed him because he married Kirie, even though he doesn't blame Kirie. Then both of them died on the same day, and he's still holding himself on, still going. That's actually very, very, very impressive from, he's 18. Very impressive from an 18-year-old to be able to just keep it going. Still able to try and think detective here. Like he is. Still trying to flip the chessboard like Kirie taught him. That's great. What about this one?
いや、これもぶっ飛んでるか。
What about what? Scar in the score. I couldn't hesitate. A crazy idea is like a bow and arrow. It might be hard to hit with, but it's a great weapon that can strike enemies from afar. Research shows that most people who have died in battles were killed by wounds from arrows. Interesting. In a battle, you don't shoot off just one arrow. Yeah, you just shoot out ideas until one works. I like this analogy with a bow and arrow. Shoot bunch of arrows, shoot, one of them is bound to hit. You shoot off plenty of ideas, one of them is bound to hit. Go on. You shoot off with a whole bunch of arrows at once and assault the enemy soldiers with a wall of them. So shoot them over and over. Assault the truth with a wall.
犯人が隠された黄金が狙いってんなら、俺たちに解かせるのは効率が悪い。
I agree.
謎を作った本人に答えを聞く方が手っ取り早いさ。
True, but also that would be tricky at the same time. Both solutions are tricky and risky. Both, you could argue about how efficient either of them are. But yeah, I doubt Kinzo hadn't thought of someone trying to threaten him, asking the person made in the first place.
じゃあさ、これはつまり全てじいさまに当てたメッセージってことじゃないのか。
All a message directed at grandfather? But grandfather has disappeared. We don't know where he's at. In other words, these murders were a threat directed at grandfather. If he didn't tell the culprit where the gold was, his family members would be killed off one by one. Nope, that doesn't make sense. I'm immediately against that theory. Sorry, Battler. No. Nope. I'm against this. In other words, these murders were a threat directed at a grandfather. He didn't tell the culprit. Yeah, nah. His family members will be killed off one by one. I see where your argument's coming from, but nah. I'm not with that. Are the servants here, by the way? Or are they still in the kitchen? I think they're here, though. I think yeah, because I'm sure they cleaned the stuff and came out here. So they're just out here with us, but they're just not talking, I guess. If you didn't tell the culprit where the gold was, his family members will be killed off one by one. I don't think so. I don't think that's it. I'm sorry about that. This is the one theory I'm completely against. Because, I'll explain to you guys here in a second. Because if because we saw Kinzo telling Beatrice, go ahead, kill my children, get my inheritance, do whatever you want, destroy the mansion, do whatever you want, and I hope you don't kill me either, or if you want, you can kill me too, but let me see your smile one more time, Beatrice. Let me see your smile. All I want to do is see your smile one more time. To me, that immediately makes this theory impossible, because this threat wouldn't work, because Kinzo wants his family members to die. He's fine with it as long as he gets to see her one more time. So Kinzo's not gonna tell Beatrice where the gold is. And besides, she should know where the gold is. And even if she didn't know where the gold is, she's supposed to be a witch. She's supposed to conjure them herself, however she wants. She's the one that gave him the gold to begin with. That wouldn't make sense anyway. What if we weren't the only ones being forced to solve the riddle? What if grandfather was too? But he made the riddle. He made the epitaph. Surely he knows the solution of his own riddle. Unless you talk about the letter and the threat and stuff. The letter and the battle of wits. I don't see this one. You really have to convince me to get me on this one, Battler. If you think about it that way, it explains grandfather's mysterious disappearance. Really barely. If the culprit had attacked grandfather, then judging by the state the 6 bodies were left in, he would definitely have been displayed somewhere with that horrible makeup added. But despite that, we still hadn't found him. Did that mean that grandfather had been kidnapped and was being held somewhere? We still hadn't found him. I don't think so.
そんな、まさかそんな。
Don't worry, Nazi. I'm also in disagreement. Unless you agree, I'm also in disagreement with this theory.
面白い話じゃない？つまり、お父様はどこかに監禁されていて、
This is some impressive voice acting still.
黄金のありかを話さないと次々に殺人を繰り返すぞと脅されているわけ。その話のどこが面白いのか理解に苦しみます。
Not he threatened her, but Auntie Eva just smiled calmly.
この時間になっても姿を現さない以上、おじい様が事件に巻き込まれているのはほぼ間違いないと思います。
In what way, George? You sus freak.
それを思えばバトラ君の仮説も無視することはできないんじゃないですか。
ジョージは黙ってなさい。
Oh! I was just like, shut up, son. Let me. I haven't stopped talking. Shut up. Get back to your sofa.
そもそもお父様っていついなくなったのかしら。
Stay quiet, George. In the first place, when exactly was it that father went missing? Between the morning and lunch, right? Because Nazi talked to him during the morning. Remember that? Nazi talked to him at the very start of the morning, and then he went missing. Unless Nazi's gonna lie about that too. Genji's here though. Is Genji gonna stay quiet about it? I think the servants should all be here, Genji included.
最後にお父さんの姿を見たのは誰や？
Is Nazi gonna lie about this one too? She lied about the hidden gold? Is she gonna lie about this one too? Let's see.
多分私でしょう。
When? Are you gonna... So you're gonna say the truth about this one though? Okay.
今朝主人たちの姿が見えないと騒ぎになった時、お父様の書斎にいるかもしれないという話になり、私がお部屋にお伺いしてそこでご挨拶をしました。
Yep, that was the last time we met grandfather. This morning. Again, that immediately confirms that Kinzo was not a part of the crime. At the very least, not part of the crime yesterday night. After midnight. But how they might be in father's study. I went to check his room and greeted him. Where did he go after that? I don't know. But I find it interesting that Natsu decided not to lie about this one. But she lied about the hidden gold. Okay.
そういえば書斎の鍵をずっと借りっぱなしですね。
Oh yeah. Where's Genji? I'm still interested. Where's Genji? Because he's the one that originally had the key, didn't he?
源氏、これは返しておきます。
So Genji is here in this room. Okay. But right, even if she did lie about the hidden gold, Genji would know that because Genji doesn't know the gold exists. But Genji does know that Natsu visited him this morning. But yeah, Genji has no idea that she knows where Golding is. Aunt Natsu pulled out the gold key and handed it to Genji-san. Looking at the key, Auntie Eva giggled. What did she giggle?
ねえ源氏さん、どうせ警察はお父様の部屋も徹底的に捜査すると思うわ。
Yeah, they should.
何を隠していてもどうせ暴かれちゃう。
You'll be exposed anyway.
だったらちょっと早く今この場で話してくれてもいいんじゃないかしら。
What is Eva alluding to here? It doesn't matter what you hide, it will just be exposed anymore. But also tell us about it. Well, is there something in Kinzo's study that we should know of?
何のお話でしょうか。
What are you talking about? I agree.
シンプルな話よ。お父様の書斎はその鍵がなければ外から入ることはできない密室よ。その定義の確認をしたいの。
I want to double check how that's being defined.
お父様の部屋には入り口が一つある。
Here's one interesting part of the study.
あとは窓？
What about the windows? Surely if you use the windows, you just jump off and die, right? Isn't Kinzo's study upstairs? I don't really know the geography of the mansion.
他に出入り口は？
Well, I mean, if the key has been with Natsu the entire time, / Genji, and Kinzo was inside his study, then whenever Kinzo left his study, he could not go back. Like, Kinzo cannot go back to the study right now. He's been locked out of it. Unless there's other exits and entrances like Eva's alluding to here. But if there aren't, Kinzo could get out of the study, but he could never get back in because he don't have the key. Unless Kinzo has his own key, which would make sense if Kinzo had his own key. Why wouldn't he have his own key? Why would he give a key to the servants but not one for himself? How is he going to be able to get out and in whenever he wants? That doesn't make much sense, would it? There are none?
中に入るには入り口しかありません。
間違いなくね。
Sure about that?
秘密の隠し扉なんかがあったりはしないのね。お父様が不在である以上、後ろ宮家の最高序列者は私よ。
Oof, using her authority.
その後ろ宮家の当主代行として聞いているの。それを理解した上で答えなさい。あの部屋には入り口以外に他に出入り口は？お父様の最高の側近だったあなたは知っているはずよ。
I like the way he's looking at her too. He's like, you can tell by his, I mean, I know this is his face literally all the time, but now like this face is especially like, and she's still questioning him. Aunt Nazi looked a little offended at the part about the highest ranked family member. Well, it's true, Nazi. You're just the wife of the dead highest ranked family member after Kinzo. So yeah, you're lower ranked than me and Maria. Unfortunately. Tough luck. But she kept her mouth closed for the time being and waited for Genji's answer. Wise. That was wise, Nazi. Don't make a fuss when it's not needed right now. I couldn't help but feel a little uncomfortable. Why was she going on and on about hidden doors? Maybe because like the same hidden door that Cross had? Cross hidden door to the gold? Wasn't that also a hidden door? Does Eva know about another one of those hidden doors in the mansion? Maybe that's why she's going on about that? Or maybe she knows about this hidden door as well? Oops, I pressed the wrong button. Time to go back to the visual novel. God damn it. Alright.
カノン君も熊沢さんも知ってるなら教えてくれない？あるならあるって言ってくれた方がいいの。じゃないと今からある人がとても追い詰められることになるわよ。
Someone's going to be very much driven to go in a second.
隠し扉があると仮定されたら私の話はすべて水の泡。
If there isn't a hidden door, then someone is going to be very much driven to a corner in a second. If I'm given that there is a hidden door, then my argument comes to nothing. Auntie Eva didn't specify which person was about to be driven to a corner. Right. But following the flow of the conversation, I had to feel that she was referring to Aunt Natsui. Yeah. Yeah, probably right.
母さん、何の話？
ジョージは少し黙ってなさい。
That's the second time she's told to stay quiet. She's just like, shut up, George. Shut up, son. This is the time you stay shut. Come on. Let mom talk. You stay on your sofa.
どうなの？
What do you say?
源氏さん、カノン君、そして熊沢さん、隠し扉はあるの？ないの？
Of course, I'm thinking of this in mind that Eva suspects the servants, right? She suspects that the servants may be in cahoot. She did say that theory to me. I remember that.
源氏さんはお父様が書斎を改造した時、施工業者の監督をしていたはず。知らないとは言わせないわよ。
そのようなものは親方様の書斎にはありません。
Okay, he's confirmed it. So who's going to be driven to a corner then? Not Eva. Who's going to be driven into a corner?
間違いなく。
You're sure?
片翼の場所を許されたカノン君。
はい。
Yes, there is.
間違いなく。
There is not.
親方様の書斎に隠し扉などありません。
Okay. Okay.
熊沢さんは
Is she also gonna deny it?
いえ、私も聞いたことがありませんよ。
But why are you sweating? Why are you sweating though? Ooh. Kanon and Genji did a good job of being confident and making it seem like, okay, no, there's no such thing, but you're sweating and nervous. I don't know such a thing. Okay, Kumasawa. Why is she so nervous?
お父様と親交の深い南條先生は
私もそんなものは聞いたことがありませんな。
He also started a bit. He was also struggling to say that.
結構
So, who's gonna be driven to a corner? Natsuyi? Who is it?
じゃあいい
Are you ready? I'm ready.
話を始めるわよ
Alright, begin.
とってもシンプルな話なの
Okay. Natsui did stuff. What did she do? Everyone tilted their head doubtfully, wondering what Auntie Eva was so proudly starting to talk about. Auntie Eva laughed triumphantly, as though she were about to reveal a secret that only she knew. Ooh!
お父様を最後に目撃したのは夏日姉さんよね
Are you trying to say that she was involved in his disappearance? She was okay. There's no music right now. Okay, that's from the spot father, right?
詳しい時間は忘れちゃったけど今朝の9時前くらいのことだと思ったわ
Yes. After Nazi talked with grandfather, you went up the stairs, Eva. Yes, you and talked to Nazi. Then you went down together to, eat breakfast. But that didn't really go that well, did it? But yeah, you were there, Eva. How are you gonna suspect her? I'm just saying, are you really gonna suspect her when you literally just met her as she was coming out of the study? Okay. She was the last person to spot father, right? I forget the exact, but I think it was a little before 9 in the morning.
姉さん覚えてる
Suspicious scent?
私あなたがお父様の書斎からちょうど
I
出て
remember.
くるところに出くわしたわよね
Yes, I remember. I just mentioned that.
ええ覚えています
Okay?
それが何だというのですか
What does that have to do with anything, okay?
そして次に姉さんがお父様の書斎を訪れたのは
The next time I went to visit father's study, she went.
兄さんたちの遺体が見つかってからよね
After we had found the bodies of... Yes. After we found the bodies.
それを報告しに書斎に上がりそこで私と一緒に不在を確認したわ
Again, you were there when that happened, Eva. So you can't really suspect Nazi. What are you alluding to here? We know this. Together with me, you went up to the study to report that, and we discovered that he wasn't there. Correct. What's up?
ところで姉さん
By the way, Nesan, okay? Even though I know you make fun of her by calling her your older sister, even though she's younger than you, and but you make fun of her because you like making fun of her.
その時お父様の書斎に入ろうとして気づいたことはなかったかしら
Did you notice anything?
気づいたこ
What do you mean?
と何のことですか
What are you talking about?
ほら
Come on.
ゴミを拾ったでしょ
Picked up some trash?
畳んだレシートを
Huh? I don't remember this. Do I need to rewatch my own video to remember this? I don't remember her picking a receipt, a folded receipt.
確かにそんなゴミを拾った気がします
Huh? When was this?
それが何か
I do seem to remember picking up some trash.
そのレシートは私が飛行場に着く前に寄った売店で飴玉を買った時にもらったものよ
I got that receipt when I bought some candy at the store in the airport. So what? Auntie Eva pulled a small bag of candy out of her handbag. Why did you buy candy though? For Mario or something, I guess?
の時に買った飴のレシート。でも母さん、そのレシートの話が何と関係あるの？
Also, I still don't remember Nazi picking up anything. I'm gonna have to rewatch that because I don't remember Nazi picking up anything.
ジョージ、もうちょい黙って聞いとってや。
Both parents are just telling George to shut up. George, just stay quiet. Uncle Hidoshi's expression was a little strict. Somehow, it seemed that he understood what Auntie Eva was getting at. What is she getting at?
本当にこれは気まぐれよ。
It was really just on a whim, you see?
何かを予見してたとか、ましてや夏日姉さんを罠にかけようとか、そんなのじゃ断じてないんだから。
It wasn't out of any foresight. I wasn't certainly planning. I certainly wasn't planning to send a trap for you or anything. What trap? What are you doing? What are you talking about?
実はね、そのレシート。姉さんがお父様と最後に会って出てきて、そこで私と会ったでしょ？
Yes! You've said this before. What are you getting at? You remember this on that just after you met Paul and left, you met me, right? Right. And apparently she picked up some trash. I don't remember that, but sure.
その時、書斎の扉に私が挟み込んだものなのよ。
Wait. Actually, this receipt, remember, Nason, that just after you met Father and left, you met me, right? At that time, I stuck this into the door to the study. You stuck the receipt into the door to the study? At that time? So did she turn around to pick the receipt? Do I need to rewatch the scene?
ってことはどういうことですか？
What does that mean?
つまり夏日おばさんがそのレシートを拾うまで誰もドアを開けていない。
Does it mean that until Aunt Nazi picked up that receipt, no one had opened the door? What? Okay, be right back, guys. I'm gonna go to my own YouTube channel and rewatch this. I don't remember when, cause what? Alright. Let's go to the part when the deaths happened. Okay, so part number 23. There you go. Umineko, episode 1, part 23. Oh my god! A sweet okay, here we go. This is when she enters the study. Literally at the very start of part 23 in my own YouTube channel. She went inside. Okay, a sweet stench. She was going inside the study. Okay, I'm doing the whole intro. God damn it. Okay, I'm probably taking the intro. Okay, wait. Thinking that he might still be sleeping, Natsu entered the room quietly. And when she did, Kinzo, already awake, was looking out from the window. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. They're just talking with each other. We know this. He allowed me to borrow the room to start. Okay, whatever. Let's go. Let's skip to after they stop talking with each other, and when she meets Eva again. So like 30 minutes into the video. Wow. Blah blah blah. Natsu can help but feel something worldwide because she got some confidence. She walks out, meets Eva. Ah, perfect timing. How is father? Eva was smirking unpleasantly, thinking that Natsu had just left the room trudgingly after failing to convince Kinzo. Blah blah blah. I'm not seeing this trash pickup. Blah blah blah. They're just arguing still. How pitiful. I'm beginning to understand father's feelings of regret. She showed Eva her back as she headed down the stairs. Okay. When did she pick up this trash? This receipt? Eva could only determine that she had been made fun of and that something had happened to quickly bolster Natsu's confidence. Yes, yes. She could only scratch at the air in front of it. Clucker turning follow after Natsu. Okay? And that's it. That's it! There's no receipt! What the frick? I tried to remember the details, but there's no receipt! so it is unlikely that he knows where they went. Let's go downstairs and wait for the servants to return from their search. Breakfast may be late, but how about some tea, Eva? Blah blah blah. So does that mean? Does it mean that Aunt Nazi picked up the receipt? No one. Until Aunt Nazi picked up the receipt, no one had opened the door. That's what Battler's saying right now, but it doesn't make sense. None of that makes sense. Maybe you need to go to the previous part, part number 22. Alright, let's go to part 22 at the very end. Maybe we'll get more hints there. Oh my god, this has 60 views. Thank you guys so much. Wait. What receipt are they on about? Oh wow, I'm looking at the comments. Someone just told me to stay healthy in that video. Thank you. If you're watching this, thank you for wishing me good health. I am in good health now, thankfully. I did have COVID 3 weeks ago, but thank you. And they told me to speed run the Umineko. Thank you. Okay, our parents have probably already gone there, blah blah blah. Right, okay, wait. This is where she goes to the study, okay? We got dressed, left the room, and headed to the mansion. Okay, these are the siblings going to the mansion with Maria, okay, we know. Okay, we're in Kinzo's study now. When does this receipt happen? I'm at the very end of my own video. Umineko when they cry, episode 1, number 22, missing family. This is my own video. The daughter's story was once again knocked upon. But there was no answer. He was still sleeping and she couldn't wake him. If she were to turn and say something blah blah, Apple would be very amused and triumphant. Okay, he stayed locked up. Even though he was the head. Blah blah blah. Open the door. And that thing happens, right? So there's nothing there. There's nothing there. There's nothing about picking up receipts there at all. There's nothing about any receipts here, man. God damn it. I've been wasting my time checking my own video, trying to find this receipt. Nazi left without replying, and the swift pace her heels clacking loudly with every step. Alright, that's it. I find nothing in my own videos, so yeah, I'm leaving that be. What does that mean? Does it mean that until Aunt Nazi picked up that receipt, no one had opened the door? I don't remember her doing that, and I watched my own video. I'm right. I am right. If Nazi had done something like that, I know I would have remembered that. That's why I'm so shocked. But she didn't. They're just saying it now. Okay. No one had opened the door.
ちょっと待ってよ、エヴァおばさん。レシート挟むなんてバレバレだって。小さまが外出した時に気づいて、面白がってもう一回挟み直した可能性も。
When grandfather opened the door, he noticed that funny thing she didn't stuck it back in the door. Jessica hurriedly argued back. Of course, she's her daughter. She still didn't really know what it meant. But she realized that, whatever it was placing some kind of suspicion on her own mother. Honestly, I still don't really know what it meant. I'm still not really sure what Eva's trying to say here. So that no one would notice it, okay?
レシートが落ちるところを仮に見たとしても、扉のどこの高さの部分に挟み込んであったかは正確にはわかんないんじゃない？
How high up the door it had been stuck, right? This is still confusing me a bit. I need help to understand this one. I'm not gonna lie. Even if he saw it fall, he would have no way of knowing how high up the door it had been stuck, right? Why would you stick a receipt to a door? I don't understand this. She said she didn't do it on purpose, so why would you do it not on purpose? Huh?
私は夏日姉さんが鍵を取り出している間に確認したわ。
While Natsu was taking the key out,
レシートが挟み込まれた位置は寸分の1ミリの違いもなく私が挟んだ場所だった。
so how does that prove anything? You stuck a receipt to the door. I'm confused. Wait. You at some point you stuck a receipt to the door, to the study. Kinzo entered the study. Natsu entered the study. She left, and as she was leaving, you saw the receipt had not left from where you had put it. What? What is? How is this suspicious on Natsu? I did not understand. What is the logic? I do not understand the logic at all. Was taking the key at the seat. What?
なぜそんな子供じみたいたずらをされるのか理解できません。
I don't understand anything at all. I actually don't understand anything at all right now.
大方、私の部屋の扉にいたずらをしたのもあなたでしょう。
Oh, she's mentioning it now. She's mentioning it now. Ooh, it's taken her a while, but she's saying it now. Are you sure now's a good time to say? Natsu, all I'm saying is you get emotional very quickly. Are you sure it's now now it's really the time to talk about the bloody doorknob? That's something I do remember, not some dumb receipt. What the frick?
夏日さんの部屋の扉。
不愉快な話だったので話しませんでしたが、
So I didn't.
今朝目が覚めたら扉の外側にあのシャッターの落書きと同じと思われる赤い塗料でいたずらがされていたのです。かきむしったような気持ちの悪い跡で。
As though someone had been tearing at the door.
なんやその話。
New information for everyone else, but this is old news to us.
なんで今まで黙っとったんや。
Interesting that now she's chosen to say this now.
申し訳ありません。あの後立て続けにいろいろと恐ろしいことが起こったため、今の今まで失明していました。
Interesting. Forgot.
知らないわよそんなの。
She doesn't know or care.
私がしてるのは姉さんの部屋じゃなくてお父様の部屋の扉の話よ。
I still don't understand your argument, Eva. I do not understand what you're trying to say.
姉さんがお父様がいるのを確認してから私と一緒に不在を確認するまでの間、
Okay. After okay. Let
あ
me
の
read.
扉は一度も開かれてないのよ。
Okay. After you checked that he was in his room, and until we made sure that he wasn't, that door wasn't opened even once. And until we made sure that he wasn't, I'm still confused.
扉を使わずどうやってお父様は外に出たのかしら。
No, nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense. Wait. I'm still very confused about this. All of this entire talk has made no sense to me right now. Nothing of this receipt talk has made any sense. I do not understand. I actually don't understand. I really need this explanation here because I after you checked that he was in his room and until we made sure that he wasn't, that door wasn't open even once. So I'm guessing after she originally went to his room and went back down to eat breakfast with the rest, and until we made sure he wasn't, when they came back later, that door wasn't opened, so it doesn't make sense that father got out if he didn't use the door. And her argument on that is because she stuck a receipt to the door? So what is she saying? That if you open the door, the receipt just falls down? No, that still does not add up. That still doesn't add up. I don't understand what Eva's saying. I do not understand. I really don't understand. How is this a hole in anything? How did father get out if he didn't use the door? Because he used the door. What you're saying doesn't make sense, Eva. I actually don't care. What you're saying does not make sense.
そんなことは知りません。私が知りたいくらいです。
What I want to know is what's going on with the receipt because it doesn't make any sense.
夏日姉さんの他にお父さんの在室を確認したのは誰や？
Who else checked to see whether father was in his room? Eva! She literally just said this, unless you talk about the first time.
昨べ金蔵さんとチェスをしたのがあった最後ですな。
So met Kinzo was when we were playing chess last night.
夕食の直前までご一緒だったはずです。
Until just before dinner, okay?
それより後の時間は誰かおらんのか？
私です。
Oh, okay, Genji did.
昨夜の晩餐のお世話をして。
Right. I gave him his dinner last night, okay?
はい。
Canon, okay, can I confirm this?
僕とシャノンも一緒でした。
Okay, Shannon, okay, right.
ここまでは間違いなくお父さんも部屋にいたやろな。
Okay, so where was the receipt then? What the frick? What is this receipt talk then? What does they opened the door plenty to get him his food? What is this talk about the receipt? Why is the suspicion being thrown in Nazi's direction now? I don't understand. And how did Hideyoshi knew what she was talking about? What? I'm still so confused. Father was still definitely in his room.
だがな、夏日姉さん。不在だった書斎は窓も扉もすべて閉め切られた状態だったそうやないか。
When you found out he wasn't there, always in or out of the study were closed, right? There's only one way in or out of the study. I thought we just talked about this. There's only one way in or out. The door. Yes, the door was closed. What?
なのに夏日さんは今朝お父さんに会って話をした言うと。
What the frick are you on about? What? What do you mean the door into the study? She has the key. Eva literally said that she saw her having the key just a second ago. I'm confused. But even so, yes, why wouldn't she have been able to? She borrowed Genji's key. Huh? The same key from Genji. What? What? My brain is fried from this. Was this badly translated into English? Is the text just badly translated? Or am I just dumb? I could be just dumb and I don't understand what's going on. It sounds like when you found out he wasn't there, always in or out of the study were closed, right? But wasn't Eva with me, with Natsu, when she found out... Okay, we weren't with them when they found out that Kinzo wasn't there. But Eva and Natsu were together when they found out Kinzo wasn't there. Unless you mean... Oh, wait. Even so you said... Oh, wait. It sounds like when you found that he wasn't there, but he was there, always in or out of the study were closed, right? What? I don't understand. I'm gonna keep going. I don't understand. Hopefully, if someone in the comments understands, because I hope you can explain it to me, because this makes no sense.
私には皆さんが何を契約になっているか分かりません。
Nandro, I'm with you. I'm with you. I have no idea what's going on. I'm with you. You know what? I'll just stay with Nandro. Ignorant. I'm fine with that, I guess. Because this makes no sense.
どなたか説明してくださいますか。
Please explain it to me.
父さんと母さんは夏日おばさんが今朝おじい様に会ったというのは嘘だと言っているのかい。
We know it's not a lie. No. We were there. Frick you. We were there. Eva and Hideyoshi are on some bull crap, and I don't understand what sort of arguments they're making. That I don't understand, but it doesn't matter. They're capping. What? I don't know anything about no receipt, about no candy. I don't know nothing about multiple hidden entrances or exits. Whatever it is, there's one entrance, the door. Eva went to the door. I don't know about no receipt. I don't know about no Eva picking some trash. She went to the door, talked with Kinzo, went out, met up with Eva. Eva might not have seen Kinzo directly, but she saw her coming out. And she had a different view of her. We saw Kinzo with our own eyes, unless Beatrice was disguised as Kinzo or some bullcrap like that. We saw it happen. Then they went out, they found the bodies. Eva and Natsu went together to the study, found out that, hey, guess what? Kinzo's not there anymore. I don't understand how are they putting this on Natsu? I do not understand.
嘘だ は潔白だぜ。なんで嘘なんかつくんだよ。
I'm so confused.
ジェシカ、言葉遣いを直しなさいといつも言っています。
All at once, everything became confused. Wait. Am I supposed to be confused at this? Because if that's the case, then phew, okay, that's good. That's good. I hope I'm supposed to be confused. I hope I'm supposed to be, because that's a good thing. Hope. By the way, if I'm supposed to be confused, then don't explain. That's fine, because that's good. Fine, I'll give you that. Otherwise, I hope they explain it to me though, because I'm really interested. How are they blaming Nazi? From across the parlor table, Auntie Eva and Aunt Nazi confronted each other, while George Anike confronted Jessica. What the hell is going on? Great question! Why are they confronting each other? And for what?
複数の人間の目撃があるのは昨晩までよ。
So it last time we have multiple people saying they saw him.
でも今朝以降、お父様の姿を見たと称するのは夏日姉さんただ一人。そして私の挟んだレシートが物語る奇妙な事実。
What strange fact did you learn from the receipt?
さあ、この点と点はどうやれば結べるのかしら。
You can't, because it's a bunch of bullcrap. The receipt is bullcrap. It makes no sense. What you're saying doesn't make any sense. How can you connect anything using the receipt that was stuck in a door, which, to begin with, doesn't make sense for you to stick it in a door, unless it was on purpose, but you're claiming it wasn't on purpose. So how is that not sus on you? What? Safe we left the receipt? What? Auntie Eva urged everyone to work their imaginations. Huh, frick you, Eva, that's what I'm saying. Sure, that receipt could become an important point. But I didn't know what other point I could draw a line towards. Man. Yeah. The answer Auntie Eva was hoping for was that Aunt Nazi had lied to make it seem as if grandfather had been in that room this morning. Which doesn't make sense. Eva's not making any point to begin with the receipt. She's not making any point, any sensible point. The answer Auntie Eva was hoping for. What? And Auntie Eva's mere whim had exposed that? That makes no sense. No sense. Thanks for agreeing with me, Jessica. That makes no sense. It doesn't make sense because... Not because why would your mom lie, but because we were there when she went to the study and we saw Kinzo. And because the entire argument, the entire discussion doesn't make any sense. So there's no freaking reason to.
その理由は私も知りたいわよ。でもね、ジェシカちゃん、お父様の材質を偽る価値が全くないとは限らないのよ。
You can't say that you're supposed to be approached lie about the father being in the room, right?
推理小説でもたまに出てくるでしょ。生存時刻を偽ることによって自分のアリバイを偽証するトリックよ。
Yes, but this isn't one of those because what you're saying doesn't make sense. What you're saying does not make any sense. You can't say that there's no possibility for her to lie about the father being in the room, right? You see there, Right. So they're trying to claim... Okay, I see what you mean. They're trying to claim that Kinzo died before this morning, right? Or maybe perhaps even around the time the other people died. But that because Nazi's confusing them when it actually happened, it makes us think that Kinzo disappeared and is not involved with the earlier crime directly. But it still doesn't make sense. I know what Eva means, but I don't think this is one of those cases.
お父様はまだ見つからないけれど、 普通に考えればもう殺されていると考えるのが自然でしょうね。
I don't think he's already been killed, to be honest. I think he's still alive somewhere. But think about it normally.
となれば必ず近いうちに死体は見つかる。
I disagree. I disagree with everything Eva's saying. I've never disliked what Eva's saying more than now because it doesn't make sense. So it doesn't make sense. Unless I'm supposed to be confused. Unless I'm supposed to be confused, this doesn't make sense.
その時死亡時刻をうまく偽ることができれば夏日姉さんはアリバイを作ることができるのよ。わかる？みんな？
Nope, not with you. If at that point the time of death could be fake, Nancy Nesson would be able to create an alibi. Do you understand? No, makes no sense. This morning, okay. Hopefully this is the full explanation. Full explanation of what Eva's trying to say. This morning, when Aunt Nazi went to check that grandfather was there, she lied, and he was already dead at that time. I guess this isn't the full explanation, because it's still the same bunch of bullcrap that Eva's spouting. And she moved the body to some location and disguised it to make it seem like he had just been killed there. Wait, you're trying to say that Eva found Kinzo's dead body in the room, or that she killed Kinzo in the room and then moved his body? Huh? And then she could stay with everyone else to prepare an alibi. And then she could say, I heard someone screaming or something, and dash over there and become the first person to find the body along with everyone else. Is that what Auntie Eva's saying? What? That does not add up to me. That does not add up.
バカバカしい。
Preposterous.
推理小説など所詮は娯楽小説。そんなものばかり読んでいるからそのような不謹慎な発想に至るのです。
そうだぜ。死亡時刻を少しくらいごまかしたってそんなの警察が検視すりゃ一発でバレるじゃねえかよ。古典の世界だったらともかく現代日本でそんなトリック本気で通用すると思ってんのかよ。おかしいぜ。
そうかしら。今朝南條先生が亡くなった人たちの死体を見て死亡時刻を曖昧に見積もられたわよ。
Correct.
検視結果は環境や個体差に非常に左右されやすい。数時間単位で誤差の出る非常にアバウトなものなのよ。
Okay.
しかも困ったことに警察の科学的な捜査は明日にならないとできない。そこまでの正確な死亡時刻を測ることなんてジェシカちゃんの言う現代日本でもそうそう簡単なことじゃないのよ。ねえ南條先生。
検視は経験と勘の必要な非常に難しい作業です。誤審率も非常に高いと聞いております。確かにほんの数時間程度の誤差を出してしまうことは大いにあり得るでしょう。
しかしアリバイの世界は数時間もあれば十分やで。古典のトリックとちゃう。十分に通用するトリックなんや。
It's not just a trick for a classic, it's a trick that actually works.
夏日姉さん、わしらあんたを疑いたいわけやないんやで。
It doesn't make sense.
疑いとうないから潔白を示してほしいだけなんや。
Okay. People in the comments, please explain to me what the hell's going on, please. Thank you.
蘭の潔白を示せというのですか。
What is this innocence you want me to prove?
今朝私は確かにお父様にお会いしました。
I agree. I saw the same thing. So again, I have no idea what Eva's going on about.
そして心の中に片翼のわしを刻めとお言葉をいただいて、あのお言葉をも否定するというのですか。それだけは断じて許せません。
Don't get too emotional, Nazi. You gotta think wisely.
お父様がかけられた言葉までも否定することは断じて許せません。
あるいはお父様の遺体は出てこないのかしら。普通失踪は死亡宣告に7年かかるもの。余命残りわずかなお父様を7年も延命し、その財産を独占するにはなんともうまいやり方じゃない。
But how would she keep all the wealth for herself? Right? Wouldn't she be the next lead? That doesn't make sense either. What? This entire discussion has gone way out of my head since the mention of the receipt. This entire discussion has completely gone overboard with me. Maybe father's body won't be at all. Normally, a person has to be missing for 7 years before they're officially declared dead. Wouldn't there be a clever way to extend father's unfinished life for another 7 years to keep all of his wealth for yourself? Okay. I guess because Nazi's like the maiden of the house, right? Or like the you know, the madame. Oh! Oh my god, she pulled out the rifle. Okay, this is getting exciting. I still have no idea why they're actually arguing with each other, but this is exciting. Here we go, please shoot her down. That would be hype as hell if she shot her down right here, right now. That would be hype. I still have no idea why this argument is even happening to begin with, but this is fun. No, this is fun either way. Let's go, shoot her, please shoot her, please shoot her, let's go. Shoot, 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 shoot. Okay, shoot then. Shoot, please shoot. That would cause some hype. Imagine she shot right in front of everyone. Oh my god. Oh, in front of Maria too. Oh, that would be so hype. Come on then. Let's make this exciting, shall we? Come on, shoot. Oh! Right back at you! Are you going to shoot me with that gun? Shoot, 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 please shoot. Look at her face! Don't you just shoot? I am at a loss for words. She's crying. What evidence? What violence? Shoot! Shoot! It wasn't like Aunt Nazi had been actually holding that gun at the ready and threatening anyone. But after she was told to by Auntie Eva, she did hold it at the ready. Oh my god. Is she gonna shoot? Wait, I was joking with the shooting stuff. Like, there's no way she's gonna shoot it right now. That would actually be hype. But, I don't know. I don't know. I really hope she shoots, at least. That would be hype. Even if she misses, or if she just like shoots her arm off, that would still be so hype or something like that. Oh. Okay. She did hold it at the ready. Unsurprisingly, once things got to the stage, Jessica and Genji-san tried to stop her. Calm yourself.
母さんは嘘なんかついてない。ならこんなの聞き捨てなきゃ。
落ち着いてな、夏日姉さん。確かにお父さんは部屋にいたと誓ってくれればいいんやで。
Did you just have to swear the father was definitely in that room?
それだけなのに。 なんでそんなに取り乱しとるんや。
Well, it's naturally she's getting so worked up because Kenzo said the best words she's ever heard in her 20 plus years of being in this family.
それもそうです。夏日さんは嘘をついていない。それだけのことじゃありませんか。
だから説明してほしいのよ。
Explain what? Nothing. I swear to God, Eva. I swear to God, I will get in the visual novel and shoot you myself because I don't understand what you want her to explain to you. To explain what? What is this receipt?
お父様がどうやって部屋からいなくなったのか。
He went out the door. He walked out the door. He walked out the door. He walked out the door and went somewhere. Left the mansion. Why is that problematic? Why? What would have happened to the receipt? I'm confused. Would the receipt have fallen off? Unless you're saying that when Naozi went to his study, talked to him, left. After Naozi left, Eva then put the receipt like in the door, and then went downstairs along with Naozi. Unless that's what she means, and the receipt would have fallen off when what's his name? When Kinzo opened the door. Unless that's her argument. And since it didn't fall off, Nazi's sus, apparently. But even that doesn't make sense. I'm still confused.
窓は内側からしっかり閉じられていた。扉も同じよ。
The windows was closed up inside the door too. Okay, so what? What do you mean? He can open the door from the inside. You know that, right? Right? What do you mean the door too? He can open the door from the inside. You know he can. How else would he allow people into his room?
今朝夏日姉さんが間違いなくお父様に会ったというなら、夏日姉さんには開かぬ扉の密室からいかにしてお父様が部屋からいなくなったかを説明してもらわなくちゃ。
What scenario? He unlocked the door, walked out the room, closed the door, and left. What's the issue?
じゃないと姉さんが嘘つき。
I swear to God.
やっぱりなっちゃうものね。
I swear to God I wanna punch Eva. Because I'm so confused.
あなたという人、どこまで私を愚弄すれば。
I wanna punch her because she's confusing me. I don't wanna punch her because I dislike Eva necessarily. Because she's confusing me. I don't like people when they confuse me.
反論したいならぜひしなさいな。そうね。今すぐこの場で釈明をしてみなさい。
Shoot, please.
そうしたらあなたを疑ったことを謝ってあげてもいいわ。あの書斎の密室からお父様はいかにして抜け出したのか。
What the frick? How do you not understand, Eva?
そんなこと説明もできませんし。
Exactly. Literally exactly this. She doesn't need to. Why would she need to?
そう。
Really? Okay, yeah. What's your argument to that? Why does she need to explain?
なら私が説明してあげる。
Explain it. Please explain it.
私の立場も姉さんの立場もいいとこ取りのとても仲良しな説明なんだから。姉さんの言う今朝の時点でお父様が脱出していたことを信じてあげるわよ。でも次に扉が開かれた時にお父様はいなかった。ここまでは依存ないわよね。
But the next time the door was open, follow them there. Okay? No objections. I agree. Yes, I'm with you so far. I don't know what receipt you're talking about, but I'm with you with that so far. No objections. Okay?
あなたの言うことにこれ以上耳を傾ける気はありません。
No, I want to listen to what she has to say, because I want to listen how her argument can even be coherent.
その軽薄な口を慎みなさい。
私の推理はこうよ。
Alright, my reason goes like this, alright? Alright. Okay.
扉から姉さんしか出入りしていないことは
I
私が2回確認している。
She verified on both occasions that you were the only one to go through that door.
そしてレシートもそれを立証している。
How? How? Okay, I'm guessing this is Kinzo, and this is the door, and this is Eva, and this is Nazi. Because Nazi's purple, and Eva's kinda like red-ish, okay? Then let's go with Kinzo's black, sure. This is not an exit. This exit doesn't exist. This is the only exit. She confirmed that Nazi went in the door, talked with perhaps Kinzo, then walked out the door, then they went together downstairs, blah blah blah. Then afterwards they came up the stairs again, Nazi and Eva together. She went in the door. Oh no, Kinzo isn't there anymore. Walked out. No problem. How is the receipt proof of that?
にもかかわらずお父様を部屋から出すパズルの答えは
There is no answer. What the frick are you on about? What? Of course he's... How is the receipt proof of anything? Proof of what? What are you... What? This is dumb. This is dumb.
窓よ
The window.
窓から出したのよ
Oh, so Nazi pushed him out of the window.
夏日姉さんはお父様を3階の書斎の窓から中には突き落としたのよ
Eva, go to sleep. Go to sleep. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. Out of your mind. Oh. Vicious malcontent. She's screaming.
奥様来ないでください。
Please endure it. Don't shoot. Don't start shooting about.
エヴァ様どうかおやめくださいませ。
The voice acting is as stellar as ever.
その後中庭に転落して死んだお父様の遺体は夏日姉さんが屋敷内の戸締まりを確認すると言って出て行った時にどこかへ隠したのよ
Father died from a fall into the courtyard, and when you left... And when you left, say you were going to check the doors and windows, you went and hid the corpse somewhere? What? What?
多分その時に死亡時刻を偽る工作もしたんでしょうね
To fake the time of death, right?
クラウス兄さんたちの事件もさらに昨べのビアトリーチェの事件もひっくるめて
This all ties in with the case regarding Cross and the rest, and also the case regarding Beatrice last night.
ナスさんが怪しい可能性が非常に高いっちゅうことだ
No! Why would she kill her own husband? That makes... that... no! This all ties in with the case regarding Cross and the rest? And also, how do you explain the bloody doorknob? Yeah. There's so many other issues I have with this thought that this doesn't even begin to make sense. The case regarding Beatrice last night? So you're saying that Nazi herself was the one that disguised herself as Beatrice?
本当ならこんなことを言いたくはない
This is a bunch of cap.
だがもうぶちまけてしまったからには仕方がない頼むわ夏希姉さんどうか自分の無実を説明してくれんか侍とわしはあんたを疑わなきゃならんのや
なぜこの私が後ろ宮夏日がこのような恥ずかしめを
Looks like everyone else has said their piece. Fat lad! He's gonna come in to save the day. Everyone's screaming about, like shouting about. Fat like, well, what's up?
ダメだな。全然ダメだぜ。
Not goddamn good at all. Is it time to flip the chessboard to make any of this make sense? This is where I end the part, guys. We've been recording for a while anyway, but this is where I end the part. Suffice to say, I'm gonna rewatch this, well, the last bit of this part to understand what this receipt is about. Because this receipt makes no sense, and I love this. This core, I think it's called. This is my favorite, one of my favorite soundtracks so far. It's so groovy. I love this soundtrack. But I'm gonna end it there. If you guys have watched this far, thank you so much. Please, if someone understands, explain to me the receipt stuff in the comments. I would be very grateful. If not, of course, I'll try to rewatch like the last bit here, or like I tried to rewatch this part which was talking about the receipt to hopefully better understand what Eva's argument is and how that can be brought to lead suspicion on Nazi. Because as far as I'm aware, that doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. I can't seem to make that receipt theory make any sense. But yeah, don't know how she can suspect Nazi. I don't understand. I don't know how. I don't understand why during those couple of hours between Nazi first visiting Kinzo and Nazi visiting Kinzo again with Eva, I don't understand how Eva's saying that Kinzo couldn't leave his own study. That's something I don't understand. I don't understand the argument at all. So maybe Battler's gonna do a good job of countering it in a way that makes it more sense. But yeah, I'm still confused at the receipt. I think the receipt part is the thing that confused me the most, more than anything else. The theory about Eva saying that Nazi pushed Kinzo off, and then as she went out, she told Eva, "Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna check the windows to see if he's there." That theory, that thought, you know, that makes sense to me, but I don't think she has any evidence to back that up. But according to Eva, her evidence is the receipt. But that's what I don't understand. How does the receipt even work? Why did she snuck in a receipt there? She said that she didn't do it intentionally, but it doesn't make sense. Okay, let's just ignore about her intentions. Fine, she snuck a receipt in there. How does that even work as a counter argument, as an argument against Nazi? How does that bring her suspicion at all? What about cleaning the receipt trash? What does that even mean? That's what I mean. Like, I'm gonna rewatch this little part here because I'm very confused. But if someone could have explained it, of course, I'll be very thankful. Very thankful, by the way. This is the first time I've genuinely been very confused by something in this visual novel that I feel like I shouldn't be confused by. Because I feel like everything I've been confused in this visual novel by has been stuff I know. Yeah, this is probably gonna be explained later on. Like the whole witch stuff, the whole umbrella thing with Maria. This is probably gonna be explained later on, so I'm fine with that. But this is the first part where, like, I genuinely feel like I should be knowing what's going on, but I don't, because I don't understand how this receipt is working. But yeah, they're going wild over each other, and Battler is gonna butt in now. Let's see what he's got to say next part on Umineko when they cry. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. This has been a pretty long one. I think I've been recording for 2 hours now, so I'm gonna leave y'all there. I did say I was gonna try to finish this chapter this video, but it seems I'm gonna have to postpone that to next video. So yeah, and meet you guys next time for some more Umineko when they cry. Alright, y'all. Peace.